Hi friends, I am Dr. Sanjay Pandit Kamble, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Yashwantrao Tavan KMC College, Kolhapur. Today I am here to discuss with you various elements of the drama. In my earlier video, you have seen that what is a drama. We discuss the definitions of drama, nearly about 6 definitions we have discussed, and from this definition we come to the conclusion that there are following features of drama. Today, whatever it may be, the things which we are learning, the thing which we are knowing, these are the theoretical things. Practical of this drama, we have to see, we have to go in theater, and then we really understand what is exactly the drama is. So with the help of the 6 definitions which we have seen in already in my earlier video, so let us see what are the features of the drama. Action, characters, dialogues, imitation, performance, 3 unities: time, place and action. Role playing, real, imaginative, representing human lives. Conflict is a major aspect. These are the general features of the drama, general characteristic features of the drama. We are going to see 8 major features or major aspect, major elements of the drama. While studying drama, we have to understand, or it is you can say that these are the parameters which will help us to understand the drama, the element of the drama. When we see these elements, we come to know that what is a drama, how it is different from other you can say that forms of literature. So let us see one by one. We are going to see here that what is exactly the element of the drama. Now see, elements of the drama. Plot. Plot is you can say that in a simple language, in a simple way, it can be said that it is a story, or you can say that events, or you can say that organization of events. In a very brief way, we can say that drama is outline of the story. Drama is outline of the story. So when we study drama, when we study, you can say that any kind of literary forms, there is a story, and that story is organized in a such a way that at end of the story we will get a message, and that message is very important. The writer, the dramatist, the poet, the novelist, they planned that how to bring to the conclusion, and this plan is known as arrangements. So in a simple language, we can say that an arrangement of events. Plot means an arrangement of events, or in another word we can say that sequence of events. The sequence can be ascending, the sequence can be descending, or you can say that in a zigzag movement. Another simple way that what is a plot, when we say that when we say that plot is outline. And one more important thing is there, that how story gets told. This is what the plot. How story gets told means who is telling the story, whom the story is being told, or whose the story is, what is there in the story, where it occurs, when it occurs, why it occurs, which are the other aspect. That these things are discussed in the, you can say that plot. Plot is an artistic arrangement of events, or sequence of the events, sequence of the incidents. In a simple way we can understand. So the answer of these questions, WH questions, is called plot. Like who, whom, whose, what, where, when, you can say that why, which, etc. So the story has effect. At the end of the story, there is some kind of effect. The effect can be a tragic effect, the effect can be a satiric effect, it can be a comic effect, but there must be an effect on the audience. So I am giving you one example about the outline, or you can say the story events, or you can say that skeleton of the plot. or the skeleton of the drama. Let us see very famous quote here. It is said about, or it is you can say that it directly or indirectly indicates the you can say that Alexander the Great. He came, he saw, he fought, he won is a plot of drama. Now he means Alexander the Great. He came, he saw, he fought, and he won is a plot of the drama. Means his coming, how he come, when he come. These are the questions. When you try to answer these questions, the story develop. Okay, what he did here, he saw, he observed, he watched, and how did he you can say that react? He fought. There was a war, and the war fought between his many enemies, and then at the last he won. Means when you can say that Alexander came, he not only you can say that stopped there. He saw, he observed the people, and he decided to fight, and after that he won the battle. So the plot, you can say that plot is outline of the story, and the plot can be divided into two you can say that sub you can say that genre, that is known as the main plot, subplot. Subplot means story within story. There is a single story, and in that story there can be another story. We have a lot of films. You can say that when we watch the films, we simultaneously come to know that there are two stories simultaneously going on, and with the help of these two stories we can understand what is a plot. The story is a part of drama. Without story, the drama is impossible. Now I have given you one you can say that graph, or you can say that one figure here, triangle. This triangle is connected to each other, and in that triangle also there is one middle triangle. This triangle can be, you can say that four triangles you can see, and these four triangles means he came, he saw, he fought, he won. This is the beginning, this is the climax, this is the main plot. You can say that middle part of the story, story within story, and at the end he won. So a plot means for our understanding, it is the skeleton, it is the outline, it is a border, or it is, you can say that sequence of the events which is going to occur in the drama. So it's very easy to understand what is a plot. The next most important feature of the drama, or features of the drama, or you can say that characteristic feature of the drama, that is characters. Characters, there are two types. One is major character and another is, you can say that, minor character. So let us discuss about the major characters. Major characters are also called as a round character. They are also called as the main characters. Especially the protagonist, the hero, heroine, villain, anti-hero, or heroines, etc. are called major characters. You can say that. So in the major, you can say that major character can be a center figure. He or she can be a center figure, center point in the story, or the major, you can say that character, or he is a narrator of the story. He or she, whomsoever it may be, either female or male, he or she faces problems in and crisis in life. Another thing is that why this called as a major character. With these, you can say that major character, there is a drawback. There is some kind of split, some kind of, you can say that, drawback, personality drawback, and this drawback is known as the hamartia. In this type of personality, that is known as a conflict. Because of this drawback, there is always conflict. The conflict can be internal and external. In the end of the story, he or she is transformed from good to bad or bad to good. These characters are going to change at the last moment of the drama, so that these characters are known as a major character, round character, main character. Now I would like to give you one example. We know that the Ramayana, which was written by Valmiki. Valmiki was a you can say that in Marathi Walya Koli. It was he was known as a Walya Koli, and in the earlier he was, you can say that, a murderer, a thief. You see, a murderer, a thief. He used to kill people, and you can say that fulfill his hunger, or you can say that fulfill the family needs of his family needs. And when he made you can say that a person in his life, maybe a god, and god asked him that whatever you are doing, this is the wrong thing. And he went on meditation. After a long meditation, he transformed into a saint. Then he became a sadhu, and he wrote Ramayana. So this is what the transformation which took place in the life of Valmiki, and he became a major character, or you can say that round character, or you can say that transformed character from villainity, or from villain to, you can say that, a virtuous man. Then he become a writer. Now the second types of character, that is minor character. As we know that minor characters where they are not given more scope in the story, in the drama, in the novel, any kind of things, any kind of literary you can say that things you can observe. So what are the flat character? What are the minor character? Minor characters, they are also known as the flat characters. Flat means plain characters, where there is no change in their entire life, or you can say that in the entire story. These can be a clownish, a comedian, single individual, where there is no effect of plot on them. Characters like servants, friends, helpers, less important, unimportant, negligible, you can say that people or the figures in the story, in the drama, in the novel, they are known as the minor characters. Now we have seen that two major elements of the drama. Now third, which is very important. Without this, the drama is incomplete, because drama is nothing but, you can say that, a conversation between the character, and they directly or indirectly they are talking with the audience. So let us see what is the real meaning of the dialogue. D-I-A, die, L-O-G-U-E. Dialogue, this word is, you can say that, a combination of two words, that is die means two and log means speech. Die means two and log means speech. This is the speech of at least two people. And if the person is alone and he talks to himself, to anybody else, and nobody is, you can say that, listen to him, that you can say that conversation is known as monologue. And this is what a speech of single person. Speech of single person. Mono means single, log means speech. So dialogue means speech between two people, conversation between two people. Without dialogue, what I am telling you, without dialogue, the success of you can say the drama is depend upon the dialogues. We simplify these things. Dialogue is a conversation between two or more than two people, real or imaginary. What is the dialogue? It's a very simple. The dialogue is a conversation between two or more than two people, real or imaginary. The people can be real, can be imaginary. There is no, you can say that, compulsory, or it's not mandatory that the people should be real or people should be imaginary. It can be real, it can be imaginary. So in drama, dialogues is an action, that is a verbal action. Dialogue means it's a kind of verbal action. There may be a debate, there may be a discussion, there may be a quarrel, etc. This is known as a verbal action. So it is known as a sharing information, feelings, ideas, notions are the purpose of dialogues that mainly preferred in drama. Drama is famous for dialogue. Without a dialogue, drama is incomplete. We cannot say that this is a dialogue. There is no scope for narration. There is a scope for action, and these actions are nothing but dialogues, debate, discussions, quarrels, etc., etc. Okay, so the most important aspect, elements of the drama is action. Narration and action are important aspect of literature like novel and drama. Drama is an imitation of action. As we see the definition of the drama, we come to know that drama is nothing but an imitation of action. Drama is imitated. Okay, drama is imitated means the role are played by the actors, and whatever they do, this is known as action. Characters in the drama through their dialogues reveal the action. Because of the dialogues we come to know that whether you can say that action is comic or tragic, satiric, or you can say that any kind of mood of this drama we come to know from the dialogues, from the you can say that characters through their dialogues it is revealed. Action can be positive, negative. It is an action decide the effect or success of play and playwright. Due to the action, you can say that the success of the play and the dramatist is depend upon the action. What actually happen in the drama, it decides, or it you can say that decide whether the play is successful or not. And sometimes the action can be positive, sometimes the action can be negative. There is no need that every time there is a you can say that positive action is required. Sometimes negative role can be very famous. Negative role or negative you can say that the hero is negative, some extent negative, but that some extent negativeness also you can say that make the hero very popular. Now we are living in the you can say that world, and human world is a very complex one. Now the next you can say that the things or the aspect of the drama is conflict, and this is what I am telling you. We are living in the human life, and as a human being we are you can say that in a very chaotic situation. We cannot take a proper decision. We have some kind of drawbacks in our mind, in our you can say that our mind is full with some kind of ideas, some kind of notions, some kind of feelings. There is a hurricane, there is a cyclone in our mind, and these cyclones, these hurricanes, they are you can say that you can say that disturb our life, disturb our personality, and that things is known as a conflict. The conflict is nothing but duality, whether to do or not. I want to study, but my one mind says that don't study, and another mind says you have to study. So this is what the duality, and this duality is known in the literal language, it is known as the hamartia. Hamartia can be called as a fault, drawback in the personality. Every person is having this kind of you can say that duality, hamartia, fault, drawback. Nobody is perfect in this world. Everywhere there is a kind of fear, any kind of fear. So these fears creates you can say that confusion in our life, dilemma in our life, and so that this is known as a conflict. We have to study. Without conflict, the plain story nobody wants to see, nobody wants to enjoy, nobody wants to you can say that watch. So there is a conflict. Without conflict we cannot say that the drama is complete. So this conflict is divided into two parts. Number one, that is internal conflict, and number two, that is external conflict. One by one we are going to see what is internal conflict. Internal conflict can be a psychological disorder, it can be a maladjustment, it can be a mindset, it can be attitude, ego, quick action. There are certain people who are very quick in action. Sometimes quick action can be a drawback of our personality. And there are certain people, they are slow in action, delay in action. Take the example of Hamlet. Hamlet is very you can say that slow in action, sometime more thinking and action less. People think more and do the action less. Okay, there can be a platonic love, there can be a love at first sight, ignorance, less confidence, overconfidence, overthinking, pride, prejudice, hatred, jealousy, lust, desire, love, power, wealth, beauty are the weaknesses of the human being. Whatever we are thinking, they are the strong points, but these are not the strong points. These are not the strength, but these are the, you can say that, weaknesses of the human being, and these weaknesses are known as the internal conflict. These are, you can say that, known as the internal conflicts. Now let us see what is the external conflict. The external conflicts, they are nature like cyclone, thunderstorm, storm, flood, earthquakes, sea, ocean, mountains, river, man-made disasters, ghosts, beaches, witches, magic, supernatural powers, god, devils, monsters, snake, wild animals, fate, luck, destiny. All these real or sometimes imaginary character play the role in the drama to bring twist and turn into the plot. So this is what external kind of, you can say, which are not in our hand. Suppose you want to go somewhere else, but due to the cyclone you cannot go. So cyclone stood like a character in your life, in the story, in the drama, and it, you can say, that disturb a life. Sometimes supernatural powers are there. We believe in ghosts, we believe in, you can say, the witches, we believe that there are devils are there, monsters are there, snake are also very important. So these are the known as, you can say that, external kind of conflict. Now where the drama is performed, that the place of the performance is known as a theater. So theater is very important, and in you can say that literal language we have to study one more aspect, 6 number aspect, that is stage or stage direction. Decoration of the stage, you can say that some of the properties of the stage, they have also effect on the audience. There is also most, you can say that, effectiveness of this stage property, stage direction, the structure of the stage. It also give effect to the performance of the drama. Drama is performed on, you can say that, genre. Drama is performance based genre of literature. Theater is a place of performance. Live audience is the part of drama. Stage properties like lighting, music, curtains, costumes, drapery, makeup are the need of the modern drama. Effective use of these things in play can make performance effective and successful and long lasting. When you see, if the stage is properly decorated, then there is the effect of this, you can say that, performance on the audience, and the action, the performance is, you can say that, live for a longer time. Now the next, you can say that, important element of the drama, that is known as the themes or subject. Themes means on which topic the drama is based. So let us say what is the theme. Topic of discussion. Theme means, or subject means, topic of discussion. Which topic is discussed? There are number of issues in the society. Just see the dowry. This is a social issue. Okay, I am giving you example, dowry. Then we have some female feticides. We have problems. Then we have, you can say, widows issues. So female issues, religious issues, political issues, socio-cultural issues, marital, cultural, cross-cultural, economical crisis, ethical, moral values, you can spiritual, didactic, psychological, feminist, Marxist. These are the issues of the society, and the writer has purposefully chosen from his own time. Okay, so that this element is very important. Because any idea that appeals to the audience and relevance to present situation is the most important thing for the success of drama and dramatist. If the drama is about the social, you can say that, a fable, social crisis, social, you can say that, surroundings are, if the surrounding is reflected on the stage, then automatically the performance of the play appeal to the, you can say that, audience, because of its relevance, because of the present situation. So theme is very important. Now the last aspect of the drama which we are going to see and we are going to stop here, that is known as the setting. Setting, that is known as the set. For the we know that there are films, there are many more serials which are going on the television, and there are set. The set means place of action, where the action take place. That place, that location, that locality, that local colors, local cultures, local language or a dialogue. This is known as the setting. There are a number of things which you can say that, but due to some time bound, I have to finish. I am not giving you the example, but I am trying to clear the ideas of the you can say that drama or the element of the drama. I am trying my level best to make it clear that what is exactly the drama is. So we have to see that how we can you can say that see that how it is important to understand drama, because when we understand the drama we have to see these elements. These are very important elements which we have to study here. Setting means place of action, location, locality, local colors, local cultures and local language or a dialogue. As we know that per 10 kilometer the language changes. In the same way the culture changes. The tone of the people, the intonation of the people change. You can say that place to place. Sometime the setting can be urban, can be rural, sometime it can be semi-urban, sometime it may be metropolitan, city, town, village, jungle, mountains. It can be on moon, star, planet or another galaxy. It can be real, it can be imaginary, good or bad place. So this is what the set or setting of the play. With this I am going to stop here, because it's I think that it's a very lengthy, and we have to finish this as per the time is you can say that very important for us. We may not get to watch so many students, they may not get interest only one way kind of teaching. I appeal to you, if you like my video, please, if you like my video, please try to share, give comments, give suggestions for me, and subscribe my channel. I appeal to you. And if you have any doubt directly, or you can say that through your comments, through you can contact my mobile number and email is already given to you. You can contact me, you can ask me. With this I take your leave. Thank you very much.